we're doing HIIT training. Oh, where's my iPad? MetaFit timings. Got our exercises ready. iPad. So if any of the exercises don't suit your body just now, just choose a different one. I guarantee some of these are going to feel quite difficult. Oh, it was hard getting out of bed this morning, as usual. Right, so we have, so we'll do a few squats. Alternate bodyweight step-ups. So that's a nice easy one to get started. Look, I can barely. My glutes are still sore from 2 days ago. And left side, move that out of the way. I think that might actually get in the way of the whole workout. So we'll do a stretching off after. Good morning. Oh, I need to put a question box up. Weight loss coach. Morning. Hi, Tony. Answering questions. Put it in green. There we go. I'm glad you're still creating good habits. What habits have you implemented so far this week? Just moving that about. I'm eating 2% cottage cheese. I've had some cottage cheese in my fridge for ages, and I just let it go off and never use it because I don't really know what to add it to. I need to explore cottage cheese, but it is really good for protein and low fat, isn't it? So bodyweight step-ups, alternating legs. Then we've got 8 kilograms on the step-ups. So this is cardio for, like, your fitness level is a direct indicator of how healthy you are. So that's why we're getting some cardio in for fitness and health of the heart and lungs. I'm uploading yesterday's video as well. It's still. Then we do those 3 times, those exercises, progressively getting more difficult. So shorter times for rest, longer work. After we've done that 3 times, we finish round 1 with thrusters with the 4 kilograms. So that's squatting to shoulder press thrusters. Round 2 is heel elevated squat jumps, flaming in left side, right side, and then on the reformers for knee tucks. So I have to take my shoes on and off, which is annoying. And then we do that 3 times, and then finish round 2 with pike tucks on the reformers. Then round 3 we've got push-ups, burpees, push-ups, any variation, and then box jumps in and out. I'll have to move that. Oh, biceps are sore from yesterday. And then we finish round the whole MetaFit with single knee tucks on the reformers. So let's get started before I talk myself out of it. The round 1's not too bad. Round 3's the worst. So yeah, so I've got push-ups in there. Morning, guys. This week I've been intermittent fasting, extended my meals a little further out in the day and trying to eat more veggies. Oh, that's brilliant. That's such a good way to do your nutrition. Yeah, just right now, intermittent fasting might really work wonders for you. You know, there's less things to think about, and if you can get into a routine of eating the same kind of foods most of the time, it's a lot less to think about. When you're going shopping, you can just rinse and repeat. It's a lot easier. There's a lot less going on up here, which is what you want. You don't want to be thinking about what am I going to eat, when am I going to eat, like how do I get my protein, what veggies do I like. And then like the boring thing is consistency and rinsing and repeat until you get to where you want. But yeah, adding fruits and vegetables, and as your palate changes, you'll start to enjoy them more, and you can. Intermittent fasting works well for me just now, but as the kids get older, I'm like I say fast. I stop eating at about 5, and then I don't eat till about 10 or 11, depending on what I've done during the day, because I need more calories in the evening to play with kids. Consistency is a challenge. So consistency comes from trying to like get rid of perfect action, right? Consistency comes from like picking on your bad days and trying to improve them a little bit, like doing what you can in the given situation for your goals. Like, let's get started. You don't need to be perfect, and when you do fail, because it'll happen, because it's a normal part of the process is failure, observe it. Why did it happen? What could you have done differently? Learn from it and implement and try something new. Or it might not be a case you need to try anything new. It might literally just be one of those things. There's not always something to learn from it. Let me move that sticker out of the way. Morning, guys. Made it a bit smaller. Right, alternating step ups just to warm up the glutes. Squeezing that glute. It's a bit of a recovery from the others. Gets the heart rate up nicely. Nice and easy, warming the knees up. I'm going to add some weight. Pick a side, left side or right side. Good morning. Hola. Picking up the eights. Start with the left leg. 1. Just one foot goes on the box. Driving with the glute and the hamstring. Try not to lean forward to assist. Heavy over to the other side. Thanks for liking, Tony. All helps the channel and the algorithm. Chest proud, shoulders down away from ears and back. Good. We'll do them 3 exercises again. So this is something like, I'm going into my 2 weeks in a deficit now for fat loss. I'm in a fat loss phase. So I've lost about £2, so £1 a week, which is sustainable for me just now. Managing my overeating really well. I mean, yesterday I had a few calories left to have some protein porridge, but I decided not to. Save it for another day when I'm starving. Single leg. Landing on a soft knee. This is obviously really functional for going upstairs. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys, if you want your fitness education and motivation. Other side. And you can join my members only for $2.99. You get access to training secrets, nutrition secrets that we teach in the industry, all about nutrition, lifestyle change. You can cancel that anytime, managed through YouTube. Oh, glutes are feeling that. Thanks for joining, jumping on, Tony. Have a good night. So it's morning here, it's nearly 6 a.m. Alternating. I like this, it gets the heart rate up. It's quite a nice set to get you into. Bringing that knee up. Last time doing left side, right side. Morning, guys. Last one to these. Burning now my thigh. But we don't stop. This is the only heavy weight that we're using, really. Deep breath. Don't stop, you don't need to stop, just slow it down. Reduce the weight you're carrying if you need to. That's how you build endurance and stamina. Good, put these back now. Right, to finish round one, we're doing thrusters. So that's with a 4 kilogram weight. "40 seconds of squat to shoulder press." Oh, upper body's tight. Squeezing the glutes for power. Keep them elbows up. All one movement. Calves are burning. Round one done. Woohoo! So heel elevated split squat jumps. You don't have to do this squat jump. You can just do normal heel elevated. But to challenge my cardio, it's already challenged, let me tell you. Squeezing that glute. Six, 8. Over to the side. Morning, guys. Sitting on that back leg. Whoa. 7. Oh, unstable. Knee tucks on the reformers. Ab exercise, or any ab exercise you can do. Oh. Oh, barely got any there. I'm going to do them 3 again. Takes me 3 to 5 business days to put my shoes back on. Just taking my time, just getting a few reps in. No pressure. Hard cardio hit workout this morning. Oh, it's that back leg now. Morning. I'm not counting my reps, I'm just trying to get as many as I can. Oh. Knee tucks. Tucking the tailbone under. Oh, failure's good, remember. Could just do that as a... Oh, I like this. A lot easier on the shoulders. And more isolation on the core. I forgot about that one. I'll do that from going forward. Right, last time doing these 3. Round 2's not too bad. Round 3's a killer. Good morning, guys. Thanks for the support. I'm answering any questions as a trainer. I'm a certified trainer, online coach for mindset. I specialise in rehab. For any back pain, injuries, tightness, stiffness. Let's talk about it. Oh. Morning, Pellet. My eyes are blurry this morning. Thanks, Pellet. How's everyone doing? Currently dying. Doing my weekly HIIT training for cardio, for health of my body. You're only as healthy as you are fit. Oh, that back leg. Let's finish round 2. Isolation knee tucks. Tucking the tailbone under. Rib cage stays tucked in. Belly into spine. That's better. Oh, core's burning with that. Finishing next, pike tucks. It does feel great. I don't know what you're trying to say, Adam. It's the same principle into the pike. Plank, pike, 50 seconds. When it gets too difficult, instead of stopping, I'm going to go back into knee tucks. Working the TVA. Coming all the way up with the knees. Keeping it controlled. You know when you really get into something, it feels really good. Core's on fire. I could do a lot more of these, as in like I enjoy them. Oh, the deep ache's real. Right, round 2's done. Right, round 3's a killer. Burpees, push-ups, and box jumps in and out. Burpees, Megan. Any variation. Then we've got push-ups. Any variation. I'm not warmed up yet. I'm just going to do my knees. Chest to floor though. Ouch, that hurts. I'm going to keep my elbows close to my body. My weakest body part is my chest. Saying that, I was getting PBs this week compared to the rest of me. Right, keeping low. These are killers. Oh, burpees. Dying. Hi, Wild Fresh. I forgot what I was doing. Push-ups. On the knees, but doing a grip that I don't normally do. My elbows tucked into the side. You see triceps and shoulders. Because I've not done it. These are the only push-ups I used to do, by the way, this variation, in full. I used to be able to get in loads of reps. I seem to be better with the other ones now, just because I've practiced them more. You wouldn't think, though. You'd think I'd never done a push-up in my life. Not dead yet, nearly. Keeping low, landing in the squat. Ah! One more of all of those, then it's the finisher. 30 seconds work on everything. I'll block you, you leave for me. Burpees. Deep breaths. Making sure your heels, feet and knees are face forward. Which mine are doing that a lot better now. With less effort, which is good. Oh. Push-ups, which makes it a full body. I find pull-ups easier than push-ups. I really don't like them. Last one, though, innit? Box jumps. Morning, guys. Hi, Andrew. Thanks, Adam, for the support. Last ones. And we've got a minute of the last exercise to finish. Trying to land in a squat on both. Oh, I'm so done. Yes. Right, shoes off, grab a drink. Just keep an eye on my videos. I'm uploading a yoga. Oh, knee tucks or any core exercise you can muster. I enjoyed these, so I'm putting them in again. Oh, I feel a bit sick. I've not felt sick in a very long time, but I've not ate in a while. Tucking the tailbone under. I can barely breathe. Talk. It's all in the hips and what they're doing. 9, 8, come on, 6. Oh. You know what? I really didn't want to do that this morning. I was like, I should just do abs. I'll do abs. A nice easy one. But as soon as you start arguing with that person in the brain, you start losing. And you kind of like see it as a challenge, like I'll show her. And I appreciate the kids not being here, having that track on, just following it, being a participant. And I know like I can stop at any time. I can make the exercises easier, I can reduce the weight. And that's absolutely fine to do that. But you see, when you're in it, when you've already started, action creates motivation to keep on going. So I wouldn't say I'm out of breath, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say I was working my absolute hardest. I mean, sometimes I've done a 9 out of 10 for most of that HIIT session. Today I would say it was about a 7 to 8, which is fine, because next week I'll probably have a 9 out of 10 again. The exercises were different as well. I like to mix them up, have a bit of fun with it. Good morning, Faith, how are you? From Turkey, hello from Scotland. Right, absolutely sweating. Now, because we're nice and warm, it would be rude not to get into some splits practice before we get some steps in. So I like to stretch off my pelvis this way. I've also got a goal to be able to do the splits this year. I'm going to move you guys down and then I'm going to get some steps in. And then go for a shower and then do the school run and then see my clients. Very busy all the time, but I love it. So I've got the box next to me because I would like to not use the blocks, just use the blocks. So let's see how deep I can go. How deep are your splits? Right, hips back, let's get into that right frame of mind. Deep breath. Alexa, turn Katie off. That's my robot Hoover. You can see I'm coming in and out of a straight leg. Hips are untucked and pushed up to the sky. I'm getting this high hamstring stretch. That's what we're searching for. Good. And then we're going to go into downward dog for calf stretch. We've done a lot of jumping. If you do lots of jumping, a lot of hill walking, and you're not doing this stretch, then you're increasing your risk of plantar fasciitis, which is pain in the foot basically when you walk. It's not nice. Wide knee child's pose to escape any tension in my upper back. My lats are feeling it from yesterday's upper session, which is on my reels with my voiceover. Right, let's not dilly-dally. Let me check. I'm uploading last night's yoga session. It's a massive file because the quality of the camera is fantastic. Got another 72% done. Right, anywho, low lunge position. We're going to use some PNF stretching. Now, I am tight in my glutes, in my groin and my hip flexors from exercise this week. So rather than trying to get a PB with my splits and get the deepest I ever have, this is more about maintenance like, we'll see how it feels. I mean, no pressure, but not every time you do something you're going to get the reward that you want. Toes to sky on the front leg. Just finding my normal split stance, trying to sit upright. Making sure that back leg's faced forward. So I'm going to start to bring in P and F work. So pushing your hamstring, your hip flex into the ground. 60% effort. Deep breath in and release. Exhale. See, I don't feel like I can stay there for very long today. Let's have one more go at that. Find a low lunge. Making my way over. Making my way downtown. Your hips should be faced forward, but mine aren't. I am sitting upright. Pushing down with P and F. Now, I can't remember if the next side is my better side or not. I always forget. Morning, guys. Welcome. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a certified trainer with 12 years. I specialise in rehab, strength training for females, nutrition, supplements, diets. If you've got any questions. Now I'm going to go into the low lunge on the other side. Opening up the pelvis. Deep breaths. Toes to sky. Needs hoovered in here. There's hair. You can't just train for splits training, you know. You need to also train for feeling how good it feels opening up your pelvis, you know, that instant gratification. Because getting your splits is delayed gratification. Pushing down into the ground, P and F. Release. There wasn't much release there. I feel really tight. That's okay. That'll do me today. I'm going to get on the stepper. I've got food diaries to comment on as part of my online coaching and to get some steps in and some water. So I'll take you guys with me. Oh. Feel amazing after you've done it. And because I've done it over and over again when I've not wanted to, I've got that confidence to know, I've got that knowledge, should I say, to know that I always feel better once I've done it. I'm just going to get my light over. As humans, we concentrate on habit forming through instant gratification to exercise. So our results are delayed gratification. So if you can find instant gratification to exercise, it makes it a lot easier to do it and build a habit of doing it, you know. So my instant gratification to exercise is it helps me get through my to-do list, keeps me sane with 2 children. Thanks for the likes, guys. Makes me more productive, smarter, makes better choices for the rest of the day. So I do prefer to do exercise in the morning, but if I'm really tired and my body feels like it needs longer in bed, I'll have that and I'll just go live in the morning with you. This is what I've been doing, listening to my body. And then later in the afternoon, I'll go live with a session, or if I'm able to go to the gym, I'll do that. I've been getting a lot more gym workouts in recently, which I'm really grateful for. If you can shift your mindset from, oh, I've got to go to the gym, to I get to go to the gym, this is my me time. Good morning, Mr. More Reps. How are you? I'm just jumping on my live for a second. Thanks so much for joining my membership. Let me know if there's anything that you're struggling with, Mr. More Reps, and I'll create some content for you. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. I'm a certified trainer. I've been a trainer for 12 years, online coach for 6. So the difference between the two is a trainer, like in-person trainer, will help you with safe exercise, motivation. You can pick the brains a little bit about nutrition, but to actually stick to a lifetime of enjoyment with exercise and a positive relationship with food, you need to change your mindset. You need to work with yourself. You need to learn about your lifestyle. You need to work through a trial and error process. And that's part of my job as an online coach. So you can join my membership for just $2.99 a month. And I've got 20 videos at the moment just for members in learning this kind of stuff, all about nutrition, all about training, how to build muscle effectively instead of wasting time in the gym. And on a side note, if you're going to the gym and going into feeler sets, you know, you just go into the gym doing random stuff. I think when I was doing a leg press, I must have been about 45 kilograms for 10 reps, I think. If you're one of them, you're wasting time. Make sure that you're getting more specific with these things. Wisdom from a queen. Thanks, Live Low. So a coach, well, a good coach, because there's a lot of, like in every industry, there's a lot of charlatans selling your shit. But a good coach will help you get from A to B a lot quicker, and they'll have seen, you know, self-sabotage, like trying to be perfect, burnout, and they'll give you tips and knowledge to bypass all of that. But you've got to be willing to take on this information. You've got to be willing to trial and error. So you've kind of got to be in a headspace, but please know if it feels overwhelming, small action can help you feel better in just a couple of days. It might be just tracking food. If that's too overwhelming, it literally might just be getting your protein, getting more fruit and veg, so you feel less bloated, less lethargic. So don't go all or nothing. Just jump on. My eyes are blurry this morning. I don't know what's going on. Right, I have a question. I'm 242 pounds at 21% body fat. I'm trying to get down to 225 shredded. I have saggy skin will I have saggy skin from the weight loss? So that's a 12-pound drop, nearly a stone. You shouldn't. You're only going to know once you do it. To be honest, this whole thing with saggy skin and stretch marks and stuff, before I got pregnant, I was very much, oh, I don't want stretch marks, I don't want loose skin. But your mindset changes once you've delivered 2 children, if you do the work and you can find the beauty in it. I mean, people say you've got like loose skin because it tells a story, it's a journey. But I mean, you can still do a photo shoot with loose skin if you know how to pose. There's a lot of celebrities out there with loose skin, they just never show it, and stretch marks. But yeah, I wouldn't let that stop you from getting to your goals. Obviously, I say that to women who have been really obese and are going down like quite quickly with the Ozempic. We try and build as much muscle as possible to reduce the appearance. You can get like a tummy tuck later on in the process if that's something that you want to do. But cross that bridge when it comes. I wouldn't let it stop you from reaching your goal just because you might have something. And you can learn to love it as well. I also, like, I've got a bit of loose, no, is it? Yeah, it's a bit of loose skin there. I also don't know how I'm going to look this year, because last year I was the leanest I've ever been, and this year is going to be the leanest. I hope that helped. It's a difficult one, but don't let it stop you. Cross that bridge when you get to it. If you've got loose skin and you're shredded, don't concentrate on the loose skin, concentrate on being shredded. I mean, that's an achievement in itself. Science, I got out of prison, I quit. Diet is so important. Eating healthy produces good endorphins. Oh my god, I died. I died to spin. Yeah, the more healthy you eat, the more you're going to enjoy. There's some weird comments on here this morning. The more healthy you eat, the more you're going to enjoy it. Your palate will change. But you've got to trick yourself, parent yourself even. If you hate vegetables, start hiding them in your own food. If you hate salad, I used to be a right salad dodger. Still could do better, I'm not going to lie. But if you can start saying, like, on a Saturday, I have a salad a week, or at the weekend at some point, and then look at your salad as like a massive achievement. And then if you can like consistently get one salad a week, you'll begin to hate it less and less, trust me. I would go for the lesser of two evils. Marks and Spencer's has great salad options. There's like a nut one that's got quinoa, it's got loads of veg in it, it's got hummus in it. So I used to hide the salady bits in with the hummus, and then over time I didn't need to do that and actually ended up leaving most of the hummus, which is higher in calories, because I'd rather have like some fruit on the side or whatever it was. But then that one salad became 2 salads a week, and I was seen as like almost a free meal, like proper nourishment. And then think of it, every time you have a salad, you're saving a lot of calories, you're feeding your microbiome, and if you don't feed them, they feed on you. Just reading the comments off my other phone. You lose that, you only lose skin. I don't know what you're trying to say. There's a lot of people that are losing weight very fast now, and because of the weight loss jabs, and they're blaming the, like, we're calling it a Ozempic face and Manjaro face. I don't know if you've seen that. It's not they're losing weight, like fat and muscle, but because nobody really loses that much weight, usually, like 1%, only 1% of diets are successful for over a year. So now we're seeing a lot of people who are keeping the weight off and they've got like really thin face all of a sudden. So it's quite hard for the public to adjust to it, and they look ill because of the nutrient deficiencies they've got, because most people aren't eating properly on that lower calories. High protein, lower carbs. What does who aim to get down to? My goals. I don't really have a weight in mind. I seem to be okay. 10 stone, 8 or 9 is easier to maintain. But I'm also building muscle as I lose fat, which everybody should be trying to do that, by the way. The faster you lose weight, the harder it is to keep off. So you should be looking for about 1% of your total body weight a week to lose. So obviously if you weigh heavy, you're going to lose more, and if you weigh lighter, you've got less to lose. But you need to be in a calorie deficit that isn't too harsh. Like a 500 calorie deficit for some people including myself, would be far too much. It would lead to overeating. Can I gain? You're looking to gain. Consistent. Exactly. Being consistent, not burning out in your first few days at it. Whenever someone starts like a coaching program, they've got like the puppy love, they've got like, they're excited to get going, but you're going 0 to 100. I mean, I'm all for riding on that motivational bandwagon for the first couple of weeks, but studies show week 3 and week 4, most people drop off. So stop saying you're either on it or you're off it. Commit to 6 months regardless, and when you do fail, because it's part of the process of change is failure, get straight back on it the next day. Don't wait till Monday. It's more detrimental to your results coming on it, off it, and then going AWOL and not tracking. It's a free-for-all. And soothe it, like being the only thing that you soothe with is food, is a problem. Cardio is a good tool for fat loss. However, a lot of people, it increases the hunger pangs and cravings. So you've got to watch that if you do too much of it. Morning, guys. If you're 150 all your life and you won't know what it's like to struggle with weight gain. Our obesogenic environment now is set up for us to gain weight and to move as little as possible. So you, in order to lose fat and keep it off for the rest of your life and maintain a physique you're happy with, you need to be different from everybody else. So if everybody's going out every weekend and you're not, that's a massive tick for you. If most people around you are like going to Subway, McDonald's for lunch, but you're eating in Tupperware a few times a week, that's a massive tick. The more different you are from the general population, the better, because the general population's obese, unhealthy, and unhappy with their life and the job. Cardio and lots of water. Cardio is a good tool for fat loss if you don't do too much of it. It's like targeting stock up and down just for amusement, then every now and again. Oh, I love using stocks and shares as an analogy. I think it's brilliant. So applying stocks and shares to fat loss, you've got to keep trusting the process. When your company's losing money, you only accept the loss when you stop. If you can zoom out at the scales and zoom out in your stocks and shares and you can see it rising and focus on that and what the data is telling you over a long period of time. Because people think when you're at a maintenance of weight, when you're maintaining your body, it's just going to be stable like that. She weighs in, it's 10.6. She weighs in, it's 10.6 every day. Weight fluctuations, especially with females, happen multiple times a day and certain times of the month. So maintaining weight will go up and down, but when you zoom out, it looks like a trend of a straightish line. I'll show you actually one of my clients who's maintaining her weight. Right. I'll show you what weight loss really looks like on the scales. Oops, those are steps, right. Oh, it's not letting me go back further. Maybe if I open. Anyway, can you guys see that? So if you were to zoom out more, because it should give me 3 years of data for this client, and it goes right up, and then goes right down, then up and down, and then when you zoom out, that's still a maintenance. She's been on holiday. Another client who started with me, who worked with another trainer and then injured herself from doing deadlift. Then went with me and lost weight and is maintaining it. Here we go, so over 3 years. So she started with me heavier and she lost some, and then she went on holiday and now she's progressively losing weight and she's maintaining it here. We do want to build some muscle this year, but she's at her lowest now. She has had an injury as well, so she has lost a little bit of muscle in her shoulders, unfortunately. But if you've had muscle before, you'll get it again back. Morning guys, welcome. Answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain and rehab. I'm just uploading a yoga to my YouTube. Let's see how clients are doing this morning with food diaries. So my one-to-one clients get daily comments to keep them accountable, give an insight on the nutrition and steps. So she's getting over illness. One thing that I will say as well, if you are going on holiday and you're worried about like coming off track or going to an event or like going down with work somewhere, don't compare it to your perfect time when everything's aligned and you're getting your steps in and you're in your routine. Compare it to the last time you were on holiday. What did you do? And if last time you were on holiday you didn't even go to the gym or you weren't mindful at all about steps, concentrate on one of those things and try and do a little bit better. And always get it out of the way in the morning when you're more motivated and before it gets too hot if you're going on holidays. A wee tip for you. I am really good at holidays because I've had, was it last year I had 3 holidays, the year before I had 4 holidays. So I started to do the travel vlogs and we're doing them again this year. Staying on fat loss whilst on holiday. What I do see though, it's not, if you're away a week or 2 weeks, it's not that that's so detrimental to your results. It's when you come back and if you don't get straight back on it. Video session is to stay up to date with routine, reward for the work. Video sessions to stay up to date with routine when on holiday. I have gone live quite a few times when I was abroad. Reward for this work. Yeah, a lot of the times I've gone on holiday and there's not been air conditioning in the gym. Why is the gym always an afterthought to these places? Again, it's another sign that you're doing different to the general population. It's a good thing. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So if you've got a program already that you're following and you're happy with nutrition, but you're not sure how to stick to it long term, you can join my online academy for $2.99 a month, my membership on here. Cancel any time, you get member only videos. Right, where are we? Right, so she's had 1,000 calories, which isn't many. 76 grams of protein, which is fine. Let me see what she's got. Prawn salad, homemade curry. Oh, mushrooms. This is funny, this client, because the yoga's uploaded. It's funny, this client, because I set a goals years ago at 1,700 calories for a certain amount of steps. She's got a desk job, so she's not able to get those steps. So she shouldn't have the goal of 1,700 calories. However, I have spoken to her about this. She says, no, if you drop my calories, it'll freak me out. And she always eats consistently about 1,200 calories. It's funny how you've got to treat yourself sometimes. So I would like to see more fibre. Fibre saying lower. Let's get more today. According to data. But it's important to know if it's MyFitnessPal that you're tracking with, any random idiot can upload food onto MyFitnessPal. So your fibre might actually be alright. It's just something for her to check. Yes, I need to work even though I can't gain weight. So if you need to gain weight, you need to eat high density foods like nuts, seeds. If you've got the opposite problem, and you should still be doing 8,000 steps a day for health. If you're getting too many because of your job, you need to increase your calories more. It's the reverse of what I tell people. I would love that problem. There's not many people that jump on my live that have the problem of gaining weight. Let me just read that comment of Mr. Moritz. Yes, you have good content on your members' channel. It's worth it if anyone's wondering. Thanks, Mr. Moritz. I appreciate that. So I am uploading more. I'm actually going to be doing a podcast soon with another trainer. It was meant to be done yesterday, but technical difficulties with crappy Instagram. I'm used to going live on YouTube and Facebook for my clients seamlessly and with no issues at all. I get on Instagram, never done it before. It's booting me on, it's booting me off, there's an echo. 3 times we tried, it was so embarrassing. We're going to be discussing rehabilitation after babies and pelvic floor. By the way, men have got pelvic floors as well. It's still worth a watch. So she specialises in binge eating, disordered behaviours towards food, and she works with a lot of parents. And I obviously specialise in exercise rehabilitation. I fill the gap from a physio to doing it yourself, because I've worked and spoken to a lot of physios, and there seems to be a gap where someone will injure themselves. They'll go through 6 weeks, if they're lucky, of physio exercises. If you get that plan, and then you're meant to continue it, but then they don't, so they'll go back to the physio with the same problem. They'll do the 6 weeks, they won't maintain it, and they'll go round and round and round in circles. It's called GP referral. I am going to the stars. I'm in Scotland, if that's what you're trying to ask. So, she's away. Focus on your action. Think about what kind of person you want to be. It's similar to like if you want to become a millionaire. You can't become a millionaire without living that lifestyle. Hard graft, making your money work for you, being financially literate, having good habits. You can't have the best shape of your life with going out drinking every weekend or having alcohol as part of your life. Hey guys. Whereabouts are you? Yeah, I'm in Scotland. The land of the free. Patch onto that. 19,000 steps this little client got. I say little because she's small. It's harder for a small woman to lose fat. You want to get super high steps. We've got less calories to play with, unfortunately. So 1,000 calories. I mean, there's no way that I could do 20,000 steps and eat 1,000 calories. Nobody could, but this person's on Ozempic. Just so you know. But she's still feeling hungry. She's on a low dose now. She's on 5. So she's playing around with going to 2.5. So I do support those that are on Ozempic, despite my own personal thoughts. Strawberry. So this is a client who's on Ozempic, losing weight. Well, she's kind of maintaining it now. But she's eating lots of fruit and lots of veg. She's having 3 protein shakes a day, which I don't. She should be trying to get protein from her food now. The supplements, remember, guys. 100 grams of protein, so about 60 of those came from protein shakes. Oh, thank you so much for so good explaining in depth, thanks. Thank you so much for that, that's so kind of you. And to leave that lovely note as well, I'm going to screenshot that. I try and make fat loss less complicated. The industry benefits and makes money off making it so complicated. You could have joined my membership. Right, fibre is 7.86 grams. So as a female, you should be getting, they say, 25 grams of fibre, and as a male, 30. Before I move on from that, though, you can't just go from 5 or 6 grams of fibre consistently up to 30 grams, because you're going to get constipation or diarrhea, and you'll be in a lot of pain. You've got to do it a little bit slowly over the course of a few weeks. Saying that, I did have a client who did that, and for months she had to take a herbal constipation pill. She's finally over it now. It was when we first started working together. So just be careful of that. And also, there's research coming out now that we should be edging towards 40-50 grams of fibre. So just keep that in mind. Fibre is what makes food real. And I'm not talking about these fibre bars and smoothies with fibre in them. You need 2 types of fibre for it to work. So fibre's filling, keeps you fuller for longer and feeds your microbiome. So that's just central to your immune system, and for your food to properly work for you and turn into energy and vitamins and minerals to make you super strong and healthy, you need fibre. So there's soluble and insoluble. So a lot of these bars and these drinks that advertise high fibre, it's usually soluble fibre. The insoluble fibre is the stuff on like the peeling of a fruit or a veg. You know, it's the shell of or part of the oat. It's the hard stuff. It's the sweet corn, you know, like it's not digested. And it acts as like an internal sweeping brush. It cleans out, reduces the risk of, what do you call it? Begins with C. Colon cancer. Right, so need more fibre, and she could get more fibre from increasing her protein. Now, a lot of people rely on protein to keep themselves fuller for longer. That's not, like, up until 100 grams of protein a day consistently will keep you fuller for longer, but any higher than that, it's not going to keep you that full. It's fibre you rely on for filling you up. It'd be good to reduce the protein shake. Just one. You're just trying to do better. You can get into such a good, like, if you can get into a habit with your food, if you've already mastered your nutrition, your exercise consistency, then you can start zooming in on your food. And if you're consistent with exercise and you've got a job that you're consistently going to, where despite you not enjoying it, then you've got that skill to stick to a diet that you create that ticks the boxes for your goals. Good calories and protein there. That's brilliant. Excellent. Protein. Okay, Carls, well done. She's getting 120 grams of protein. A lot of my clients fast in the morning. So she had chicken skewers and pita bread with salsa for lunch. That's a nice lunch. Then for dinner, she's had a jam scone with a pot noodle, which isn't great, but then she's snacking later on. So what I see here is because her breakfast was just an Americano, she's fine in the moment, right, if you're busy. But what you'll find, like, I'd rather you, instead of having 6, 7, 8, 900 calories for dinner, and then 1, 2, 3, 50 for snack, I'd rather you have your breakfast later on in the day, sit down and eat something proper instead of snacking on crap food like pot noodle and scone. So I like to fit these with the calories now and then, but I can see that she's sometimes if you fast too long, it can make you overeat and have poorer food choices. So I feel like that's what she's doing. Join thinking diet plan to go with the exercise routine. What, for $2.99? So if you want personalised nutrition, which is personalised, I set your macros and your step targets based on the information that you give me through the form. You get that, you get access to my app where there is 15 training programs designed to build muscle and strength and rehabilitate and reduce the risk of injuries alongside. The app tracks your reps and what you lifted last week so you can progressively overload to build muscle. You get once a week automatically messaged on the app with a link to, with a form to check in, and then you can rate your week and work through the trial and error process. So for that, it's just $24.99. For my online coaching one-to-one, it's $150 a month. Now, if you are at the gym and you have, you know a bit about nutrition, but it's your mindset that you're struggling with, you can join the membership for $2.99 a month. You're going to learn about nutrition, how to build muscle and exercise, but more importantly, the prerequisite to long-term fat loss is your mindset. So if you're someone who is on and off the diet every 5 minutes and is fed up of going round in circles without really making progress, if you self-sabotage, if you find yourself that you're a bit of an all-or-nothing-er, you commit, you keep burning out, you can't help but fall off the wagon, and then you don't want to face it, you don't want to track the food anymore, so you just ignore it, and then before you know it, you're heavier. That's what my mindset coaching works with. Good morning, Austin, how are you? Which type of diet is better overall? Low fat or low carb? Low carb, definitely. I always try and edge my clients towards lower carb. Carbs, they're not essential, right? Protein we need for building muscle and repairing tissues and, reducing cancer risk and all that, right? It keeps us full. We can't store protein, so we're always needing it every day. Fats we can store, body fat, right? There's a study done on a guy that didn't eat for a year and he was still alive, extremely thin and lost a lot of muscle, but anyway. So we can survive on no food and just relying on our fat stores. But carbs, I'm someone who enjoys carbs, right? I love naan bread, I love rice, I just love carbs, right? But too many carbohydrates play havoc with our blood sugars, our insulin. So it's not a good idea to cut them out because you do want a bit of pleasure in life, but reducing them and having them on certain days. So extremely low carb would be less than 50 grams. There's no real benefit in going on to keto, and a lot of people, keto is described as a highly restrictive diet. That's not my opinion, if anyone wanted to come at me. That's keto and fasting are both highly restrictive diets. Now, the normal psychological response to over-restriction is overeating. You're not broken. It's just we're designed that way. When you tell your body, you tell your brain, that you can't have something, it'll want it more than anything. So that's why I'm a little bit more relaxed with that. Some trainers will say it's up to you how you divide up your carbs and fat, as long as you get your high protein. But with the research now suggesting that carbs are the problem, carbs lead to the disease, I'm talking about, I've had clients, in the past who were type 2 diabetes, type 2 diabetic, eating about 400 grams of sugar a day. That client needed, she'd worked with dietitians in the past. She just wouldn't take anything on. A lot of issues there. But anyway, I digress. Yes, totally agree, Liv. Everything's better. Everything's good in moderation. But people don't like to learn moderation. I like spaghetti. It takes time to learn moderation. And if you're like perfect, even though you don't need to be, with your nutrition, and then you've got loads of biscuits and chocolates in the cupboard, you're human, you're gonna eat them when you're hungry. So don't have it in the house, don't buy it. If you've got kids in the house, buy foods that they enjoy that you don't. All it is for me is putting raisins in something. Raisin cookies, ugh, hate raisins. But I like dates. But yeah, don't tell yourself you don't, it's like telling your brain not to think of a white polar bear. It's going to want to do it. What's that sticker? I've never had a sticker before. Thank you so much. Is that a pizza? My eyes. I've never had a sticker. Oh, it's a super sticker. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love carbs. But, I mean, a midwife once told me that we were just talking and she was saying there's no carbs in carrots. Stay in your own lane, love. But yeah, if you can fill up on fruit and veg, like if you're just having, like, for example, spaghetti, love spag bol, add loads of mushrooms, add carrots shredded. What else could you add? More kidney beans. No, that's chili con carne, isn't it? Kidney beans in it. More tomatoes. Have a big side salad on the side, obviously. Morning, guys. I'm answering any questions on nutrition just now. And beer. No, stay away from alcohol. If you're having alcohol on a weekly basis, trust me, it's affecting your fat loss if that's what you're trying to achieve. And alcohol has no place in healthy living. But anyway, alcohol also affects protein synthesis in your building muscle, because when it's getting rid of the toxin that is alcohol, it's not building your muscle. Beans for bulking up protein. Yes, good idea. That's excellent info. Thank you so much. No problem at all, Austin. It hurts my joints. What does alcohol? It's probably the dehydration component that hurts your joints with it. Increased inflammation as well. We know alcohol is a drug, but just because it's socially acceptable, it won't be, I tell you, in a few years' time. Did you hear those two women talking on that podcast where they're talking about alcohol, and if it had to go through the vigorous tests and go through like all of the, what do you call it, categories, and to make something legal through the FDA and all that. If I had to go through it now, you'd be able to have like a glass of wine a year, they were saying. I hope you got my point there. If it went through the vigorous, like stuck to like legislation, what's allowed, what's acceptable, it's part of a drug, and so crazy you convince them you're safe. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Because you'll go on a night out. Well, I don't even go anywhere near nights out now. But I've heard people, they'll go on a night out and they'll say, no, I'm not drinking. Like my mum, for example, she's given up drinking. So many people lose family members to alcoholism. Anyway, my mum will get questioned many times. Are you having a good time? You're not drinking? My mum's like, yeah, I'm having a great time. There's nothing like, I was talking to a client who's the same age as me. She's got 2 kids. For New Year's, she went out, and it's a dumb thing to do, and she was ill with a hangover for 5 days. 5 days. That'd kill me. Or if I'm not feeling 100%, I hate it. So I'm so used to it. If I'm coming down with a cold, everyone knows about it. Morning, guys. Right, so I'm going to go for a shower, get ready for the school run. How many steps have I done? I'm going to have because I've done HIIT cardio and I didn't eat, like from 5 o'clock, I stopped eating yesterday. I'm going to have my protein shake instead of at 11 o'clock today. I'll have it with my first client at 9. So see how I adjust things based on my activity levels, because I'm stopping myself from overeating later on in the evening. So 4,600 steps I've done. Oh, thanks a lot, Liv. I hope to see you again soon. I'm going to stretch off my calves before I go. Oh, that was a really good session. Thank you so much for the support. Like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. My name's Leanne. I'm a health and fitness trainer with 2 children, Pilates and yoga teacher, and yeah, specialise in nutrition, rehabilitation and mindset. And I know a lot of shit. And you know what I'll be doing when I get in the car? Learning. That's what I always do. Guys, thanks for joining. Thank